What's going on, my fellow nerds in the hood? You already know what it is. Spiderman Far From Home just came out, and the boys gonna give you a start. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna spoil it for you because you know I want you to enjoy the movie. But I do want to say I give this movie, I'm gonna say, a 4 out of 5. I love the comedy of the movie. It was great to see these characters laughing and kind of enjoying themselves after the rough couple years they had from Infinity War and Endgame. You know what I'm saying? It was like so much death and tragedy and heartbreak, and it was time for some uplifting of the spirits, and that's what that movie did. It was like great to see the characters together, the classmates together on a little school trip to London, to see them laughing and just having a good time and then try to enjoy themselves and continue life or move forward. I thought that part of the movie was real good. The action sequences was great, you know what I'm saying? Spider-Man swinging through London, doing his thing, and even a couple before he went out New York, and Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. I think he pulled off a stellar performance. Like, his costume design was just right out of the comic books. His powers, his alternatives, it was just like it was him right out of the comic books. And I loved every minute of seeing his character on stage and the CGI effects that they had involved with his character. It was really, really good, you know what I'm saying? And then there was a lot of Easter eggs in this movie, from past movies to things that may come forward. It's a lot of twist in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Like, towards the middle and the second half, things always get real. After the joking for the first half, then things always get real. And when it got real, it was still good. Like, you've seen so much development in this cast, from Spider-Man to MJ to Ned to Flash. Like, you can see all of them grow from Spider-Man. Like, you see development. That's what the X-Men never did. Like, they never had no development in their characters. Like, it just felt like ongoing movies where these characters felt like a continuation in the story. Like, you can feel their hurt and their pain from the past movies and enjoy their smiles and their laughters from the next one. And I mean, it was good to see those characters develop, though personality-wise, seeing them grow up and mature a little bit. It was a cool thing, you know what I'm saying? The CGI was great. The action sequences was great. The comedy was good. It didn't feel forced at all. And please, you gotta stay for all the end credit scenes. There's a mid-credit scene, then there's a post-credit scene. And you gotta make sure you stay for both of those to understand what's going on in the future of the MCU. Because, for the first time, like, sometimes it's like one is serious and one been joking, but like, they're like, nah, like, if you read comic books, you already know this is where it's headed to. This is what they doing. This is what they pulled off. You're like, oh, snap. That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to see a new direction from the MCU forward now, since we ain't got Cap and we ain't got Tony Stark no more. So it's about to get really real, you know what I'm saying? And we about to see how it goes down. But definitely go check this movie out, man. It was great, man. I'm telling you, next to Spider-Man 2, this was probably one of the best Spider-Man movies. Dude had so many different suits, and you get to see Peter Parker in that scientist geeky for the first time that you never really seen. You know what I mean? You got to really see him in the lab doing some things like that real Peter Parker stuff, man. And they just pay homage to so many Easter eggs and so many past characters. There's even some connections to the Raimi Spider-Man series, you know what I mean? The ones with Tobey Maguire, there's even connections there, man. It's just like, when Marvel posts these little things, like in this movie, the little things and these little pieces, like, that was from back then in this movie. This dude was from back then in that movie, and just how all these stories come together, and just like, man, like, you don't even see it coming when you're watching those movies back in the day, like they're going to be important 10 years down the line. But it was crazy how Marvel puts that stuff together, man, and it works, man. The Spider-Man movie was dope, man. It was fire, it was lit. Go check it out, It was great. Make sure you stay for those end credits, you know what I'm saying? Both of them. Wait till the lights come on, and then you leave. It's your boy Big Smooth, representing from the Nerds in the Hood, and I'm out of here. Peace.